Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Here in my bowl I have my cleaned cow skin. So ensure that you clean yours very well. So in my little container I have a mixture of seasonings. I have some all-purpose seasoning, complete seasoning, I have black pepper, I have onion and garlic powder, I also have some meat seasoning. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add 3/4 of the seasoning, but I'm going to leave some so that I can add it when I'm cooking down the cow skin, alright? So after I add it, I am going to add my curry powder. But before you add it, guys, I forgot to add some oil. Because you know cow skin, you want it to absorb the seasoning. So you just drizzle some oil, maybe about a teaspoon or two of vegetable oil or any oil you want to add before you season it, alright? So what I'm going to do now is use my clean hands to rub the seasoning into the cow skin. But ensure that you rub it in very well because you know it's skin, so you want it to absorb it, alright? You want it to season very well because I'm not going to marinate mine, but if you want to marinate yours, you can always do so. So we're just going to cook it straight away. But once you rub it in the season, guys, you have no problem. So I added like a teaspoon of curry powder because I wanted to season with the curry powder, alright? But if you don't want to add the curry powder now, you don't have to. So for this recipe, I will be using my pressure cooker. You can always slow cook yours, alright guys? But I like to do it quick. So I'm going to pressure it. So to my pot, I added 2 tablespoons of butter. After it has been fully melted or almost fully melted, I'm going to add 1 garlic clove that I minced, alright, just to flavor the butter, alright. So if you don't want to use butter, you can always use oil. Then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of curry powder. Use your favorite curry powder, but I like better pepper curry, so I'm using that. Alright, so you're just going to let it infuse with the butter and the garlic. So we want to bring out the flavor of the curry, alright, with the garlic. So let's let it infuse for about a minute or some seconds, because you know we don't want to burn our curry and let it become black, alright. So after that, you're going to add your meat, your cow skin, I should say. So after you add it, you're going to stir it very well so that it will be fully coated in the curry powder. So ensure that you mix it very well, now guys, just the way you see I'm doing mine, alright. So we're going to add some hot water on the meat. So I'm not going to add it as yet, but ensure that you put on some hot water, alright guys? Because when you throw the hot water on your meat will cook very fast. That when you throw the cold water on it, it will stop the cooking process. So just cover your pot or your pressure cooker. Put it on a low flame for about 8 to 10 minutes just to bring out the flavor, to bring the flavors together. Alright, so since we did not marinate the meat, the skin, we have to do this step. So after about 8 minutes, this is how it looks. It don't spring any water, guys. You know, cow skin tough, so it's not gonna really spring no water, but we just want some flavor. Alright, so after I finish stirring it, I'm going to rinse the bowl that I used to season the meat in with some hot water. So after you rinse the bowl, you're going to pour it on your meat. Alright, then I'm going to give it a good stir. So after you add the boiling water, you're going to realize that about a minute or two after you add it, it's going to start boiling, alright? So I'm going to just cover the pressure cooker and let the cow skin pressure for about 30 to 40 minutes. Some may pressure faster, some may pressure at a longer time, but it depends on the type of pressure cooker that you have, alright? So if yours don't pressure the same time as mine, just check on it like say about 40 minutes of pressuring, and if it still needs to pressure, just pressure it some more time, alright guys? So now it's about 40 minutes it has been pressuring. So after you let your pressure cooker cool down, you're going to open it and you're going to check on your skin, alright? So just by looking at it, I can see that it is fully cooked. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to season up the pot, alright? But I'm going to let it come to a boil first. So here I am adding 4 crushed garlic cloves. You can always add a minced garlic. But if you're not going to use minced garlic, ensure that you crush it, because you want all of that flavor to be released from the garlic. Then I'm going to add some thyme. So guys, I don't cook with a lot of seasoning, but you can add as much or as little seasoning as you like. I'm going to add a few pimento seeds. So I did not crush mine, but you can always crush yours. Then I'm going to add some onion. So I cut mine in some slices. You can always dice yours. Then I'm going to add some scallion. So I will leave all the ingredients in the description box, so remember to check it out. Alright, so just give it a good stir. So in the beginning, when I was telling you naming the seasoning that I will be using, I forgot to mention that I added some ginger powder. But if you don't have ginger powder, you can always use the fresh ginger, because we're cooking curry, so it's best to always use ginger when you're making curry. So I added the leftover seasoning and I added a scotch bonnet pepper. You can always cut yours. Now I'm adding some carrot and I'm going to add some Irish. So if you don't want to add those, you can always leave it out. Alright, that's just my preference. So after you add it, you're going to give it another stir. Then you're going to let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes on a medium flame. Alright, because we don't want our liquid to dry out. As you can see, guys, I don't have a lot of liquid left after it has been pressuring, so I don't want no more dry out. Alright, guys. So while it is boiling, stir it occasionally, because we don't want it to stick to the pot. And remember, do not turn up your flame too high. Alright, let it stay on a medium low flame and let it cook slowly. So here I'm adding a can of Grace broad bean. You can add your favorite brand, or if you want to use your pre-cooked one, you can always add it as well. So after you add your bean, you're going to gently mix it, because you don't want to break your beans. Alright, remember the beans cook already, so we don't want to break them. So at this point, I am going to lower my flame to a low and let it simmer for about 5 to 7 more minutes, and then our skull skin is ready. So remember, guys, to stir it occasionally as it cooks. So as you can see, guys, it is getting very thick and it looks so delicious. So at this point, I'm going to remove my scotch bonnet pepper, because mine is very hot, so I don't want it to burst in the pot. So if you want to leave your scotch bonnet pepper in the pot, you can always leave it. So guys, my curry cow skin is all done. Look at how juicy and delicious it looks. Please do share this video, guys, with your friends and your family members. Tell them about Tamara's recipes. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to tap the subscribe button if you haven't yet done so, and turn on your post notification bell so you not miss any of my amazing contents. And if you do try this recipe, please remember to comment down below and give me your feedback. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Happy eating. Bye.